Hi, just out for another ride, another day, another ride. I'm out in Lassen National Forest, and there's just so many roads out here you could ride. So, yeah, I'm just out trying some new roads, see where they go. It looks like maybe this goes over to Eagle Lake, what it says, 12 miles from here. So, I'm on the I think it's called the A21. So, I'm going to ride this for a little bit and see how it goes. There's an antelope lookout. It's still an active fire lookout. It's up on top of the mountain, and I might ride up to that. I'm not sure. We'll see how I feel. But those lookouts are always tough. They seem easy. You're like, just a few miles up. But really, most of them are like some tough Jeep trail, and they wear you out. So, and I think that lookout it's right around just below, I think, 7,500 feet, if I remember right. It might be more than that. It might be 7,700. I got to re-look that up, but it's over 7,000 feet. So, anyways, just a very nice, beautiful day out here. I'm sure in the springtime this just probably looks amazing. It's all this through here is full of water. All these fields, everything's green. Lots of mosquitoes up here, but yeah, just a very nice day to be in the mountains. I can't complain. There might be water over there, and those look like aspen and other side of this valley. I'd have to walk over there. It looks like I think about a half a mile if I wanted to go check that. I was zoning out and I saw this post. For a second there, I thought it was concrete or stone, but no, it's just out of wood. So there's a wood post here. Looks like there's another one clear over there. There's nothing out here. So I always wonder, we're always digging everything up. It always makes me wonder what's underneath our feet. All right, gotta keep going. Taking a quick break. This grade on this road, it's a little steep. I'm earning it for sure. Camera doesn't do justice as usual, but going down is going to be fun. I finally got that front chainring down to a 36 that I was trying to get to. So I'm out trying that this trip. It took a while. It took like 4 months to get that outer chain ring. It was on back order. All this stuff's made out of Taiwan, it looks like. So SRAM makes two different types of chain rings. They make basically a solid piece, and there's eight bolts on the back end that bolts it together. And then they make the old school where it's got a spider and a chain ring, and then there's 4 nuts and bolts that hold that together, and there's 8 bolts. So this comes with a force. This is a rival crank. So when I ordered this, I got with SRAM Technical, and they said I had to order the spider, the nuts and bolts, chain ring, and change these out, the cranks, to a force crank. That's carbon. This is aluminum. I just took the chance and see if it would just bolt in. So I'm using a rival crank with this stuff, and so far it seems to work. If something changes or it comes loose, I'll do an update on this. But so far, from my best understanding, is I thought that the red, the force, and the rival cranks were basically all the same. They're just, the upper end or lighter carbon, all that stuff. So yeah, I switched this all out. 36 front chain ring. The benefit for doing this is you don't have to pull the whole entire crank out every time you want to change to a lower chain ring. And then now all I have to do is just change out. If I want to put a 38 back on, I just pull out those four nuts and bolts, put the chain ring back on, and I'm back up to 38. So a little bit of work. Like I said, it took a little while to get those parts, stuff on back order. So far, it's been helping. It's gave me that one extra jump that I was always talking about. It's not quite deep enough for some of the super steep stuff. And I don't know, maybe at some point I might have to go back to a double up front again. So we'll see. But so far this seems to be working. I did lose a little bit on the top end. So like if you're spinning out on a long descent on a road, on a asphalt or dirt, you don't have that top end speed. But everything I do is just climbing all the time out here. So this is working, and yeah, just enjoying the day up here. It's a beautiful day. There's no clouds in the sky today, and I'm glad I'm up here. Not too hot, not too cold, just kind of in between. I think it's like 75, I think. So yeah, just enjoying the day. Found an old well. It's been capped and wires coming out, of course. No water. Taking a quick break. I believe that fire lookout, Antelope Fire Lookout, I believe that's still active by the Forest Service. I think this is the road that goes up to, it's about like 2 miles, I think. And eventually that road goes out to Eagle Lake. So I think if I would have been up here another month ago, everything would have been this elevation, all this, the flowers would have been out, it would have been green, it would have been really pretty up here. So I'll put a note down to get up here a little earlier and see all this. The forest up here is so thick you can't really see anything, but there's a mountain right there, so you can kind of see it. So you'd have to like head up this, a couple switchbacks to get up to that fire lookout. I think I'm going to save this for another trip. Start heading back, looping back, I should say. I'm doing loops today, just checking stuff out. But what a nice day. It's so nice up here. I'm enjoying it as I suffer. I'm tired. Must be the elevation getting to me a little bit up here. I'm just pedaling straight up a mountain, but yeah, it's nice. Like running out of fuel mid-cooking. Okay, so there's dinner. Lamb steak with potatoes, boiled potatoes, and green onions with butter. A little rosemary honey tea this morning. Trying to warm up. It's cold. Good morning. I'm tired. I don't feel like cooking either, so it's too early. I'm just packing up. I'm almost ready to get out of here. So for this morning for breakfast, I decided I was going to have a massive sugar rush. So drinking Red Bull. I packed in these freeze-dried cheesecake brownies. They're pretty good. You just dip them in water, wrap them in paper towel, and then put them in a Ziploc bag. And it's so cold last night, it's like having a refrigerator. So you just leave it out, and yeah, not bad. So I'll get out of here in a few minutes, start riding. Another beautiful day. Well, I think that's it for this one. See you in the next one.